Founded in 1990, Alien Workshop are one of the OG brands, like really OG. And they had some skaters on their team like bloody Jason Dill, Rob Dydrek, Callis, Grant Taylor, Danny Wade, just to name a couple of them. There's plenty more out there as well. But they went MIA a little bit in the late 2000s there, but they're back with a solid team and a really solid range of graphics as well. The question is Alien Workshop any good to skate, and how is the quality, and should you get an Alien Workshop deck in 2021 or going into 2022? Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're going well, and I am sweating up here. I'm in my garage. Today we're going over my review and opinion of the Alien Workshop deck that I've been riding for the last 4 to 5 weeks, and I've been riding 8.25, so let's dive into it. But first, make sure, let me know down in the comments, have you ridden an Alien Workshop? Have you liked it? What do you think of it? And while you're down there, make sure to hit on that like button. Subscribe if you're not already, it's greatly appreciated and helps out the channel a heap. So I was skating in 8.25 with a length of 32.25, which is a little bit longer than your usual 8.25, and it had the nice standard wheelbase of 14.25. This Pro model was fully dipped in white and looked nice straight out of the box. The shape of this deck is one of the main reasons I bought this. It's got a full nose and tail as well. Some may say it's like FA-like, but it's not quite as full when it comes to the nose and the kicks, or the nose and the tail. And also the kicks are noticeably steeper on an FA and hockey than the Aces Alien Workshop. The kicks on this Alien Workshop is what I'd call medium, like perfectly medium. It's not too steep, maybe a little bit on the steeper side of medium, but it is medium. It's a pretty much symmetry, like not symmetry or symmetrical. The nose and the tail kicks is quite alike, or I felt that same, because I could actually ride the deck both ways and yield the same results. Personally, for these like medium to maybe a little bit more higher kicks, I would have liked a little bit more mellower, but it worked. I was like trialing some new trucks on there, so there was tricks that came hit and miss to me. The concave across the board was what I would call a true medium. Like it wasn't like overly steep and big that would like hurt your feet, but it wasn't like overly flat as well. So to me, the concave is just that like true, nice, medium, like right in the creamy middle, really. I rode this deck on Indies, I think I did, because I recently got Thunders. My Thunders recently snapped, so I got Ventures to replace those. So I've been riding the Ventures and really trying to give them the chance on this deck. Ventures might not be 100% ideal on this deck, as they like widen your wheelbase even more than Thunders. So if you really do like that steeper kick, the steeper pitch of your kick as well, like Ventures are for you, or if you got a really short wheelbase where you're trying to lengthen it out. So the next deck that I'm going to ride the Ventures on, if I'm just quickly touch on that, is going to be either a Quasi or a Polar, and the Polar will be a 14.125 wheelbase, which hopefully, looking at the kicks, which is they're medium to mellow, I reckon that Polar could almost be a unicorn. The quality of the wood is pretty solid. It's from BBS, so coming from BBS, you notice you're gonna get like some good quality wood. So I just actually filmed that B-roll and noticed the deck actually does have some pressure cracks, although I'm not noticing it like physically, like I'm not noticing how it changes the performance. So the pressure cracks aren't changing performance, and they're not overly big. They're just coming out a little bit, but overall, hopefully this one, pressure cracks will generally happen in most decks, especially if you like land and like stomp your tricks a little bit more heavy like me. So overall, I'm not really worried about these. I slammed this deck around quite a bit into many obstacles. I do stomp a lot of my tricks as well, and there was no pressure cracks or cracks in general. Didn't chip or anything like that. Though the one thing that did happen, because like I mentioned, I did slam it around and it did hit a lot of things, it does dint a little bit easier. But in saying that, you would rather your deck dint than have a chip come out of it. So in my eyes, that's a positive. The pop on this deck was pretty solid for like that 4 to 5 weeks, but then I did notice around that time in the last week, it has got that soggy feeling coming into it. So I can notice it when I pop certain tricks, as well as along with just like that, when you tap it on the ground, you can hear noticeably the difference between what it was and what it is now. Overall though, I really enjoyed this deck. Like the shape of it is like really nice. I enjoyed the shape quite a bit. If the deck was that little bit more mellower, I'd probably enjoy the deck even more. I'd probably rate like everything on this deck probably a medium, like as in like the kicks are a medium, maybe they're a medium to a steep. The concave is medium. It's a more of a fuller deck though, so that's not really medium. The longer length of the deck might offset that kicks a little bit, but like a lot of decks, it always depends what trucks you ride. So maybe I should have got more of a lower truck to ride on these, but like I mentioned, my Thunders snapped, so had to go to the Ventures. The Ventures I got V hollows. They're 53.5 mil or 53 mil high as well. So and they do the trick. They do the trick. They're going well at the moment. They grind really well. They turn well, but it's just a little bit of teething issues to get used to the different way the Ventures respond. With the deck being that little bit longer, like the nose and the tail to me feels the same, so it is quite pleasant to pop off the nollies and do your nollie tricks and stuff like that. And like I did mention, you are able to probably ride it each way or both ways. It depends really on your OCD, and yeah, really if you're OCD about it, like when you know if you're going to throw it down the wrong way or not. Sweaty mess. But would I recommend Alien Workshop and riding one of their decks? And I would say yes, especially if you can pick one up on sale, like any decks. But yeah, I would skate an Alien Workshop again, and I would recommend you guys if you like that fuller shaped deck and plenty of room on your deck as well, because they are a lot longer than a lot of other decks as well. But you're getting pretty solid wood from BBS. The shape is nice, especially if you like that full shape. The quality is good. I didn't crack it, didn't snap it. No chips like that, just those little bit of dents that come out like at the side, or not out the side, go in just when you slam it into things like that, but that's pretty standard. But like most things, make sure you grab the Pro model if you're gonna buy one of their decks. I'm not sure about their price point decks. They all might be made, especially where you are in the world, they are probably made in different factories, especially price points compared to the Pro model. They're generally that little bit different. And guys, if you like this video or learned something, or that helped you make a decision on buying this deck or one of the Alien Workshop decks or not, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, it's greatly appreciated. And until the next video guys, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.